Good evening, December 13, 11:44. So, kanina ko pa nire-review yung ating chart at we have to modify yung ating mga support, ano? The resistance is still our all-time high which exists last October. This is the month of October, nasa monthly time frame tayo. And this is November, this is the low of November. And this is the high of November. Ang December kasi sa ngayon, hindi pa naman tapos. So, we're not going to put any yellow line on the December kasi hindi pa siya totally natatapos. Nasa ikalawang linggo pa lang tayo ng December. Marami pang pwedeng mangyari. So, again, that is our new support from November low. And then there is a new line sa November high. Pero kung titingnan natin yung price ngayon is above this high ng November. So this line now can be considered as a support now. But at the moment, ang nilagay ko muna sa kanya is long dotted line just para ma-familiarize lang ako na this was previously a resistance and the price is above this resistance and this resistance exists on the November high. So ibig sabihin, para sa akin, this is a significant resistance turns significant support. Kasi nung nabasag na siya, it becomes a support. The all-time high last October ay hindi pa rin nabubutas. So ibig sabihin, nag-hold pa siya. Let us go to weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, so last week, 5 days yung last week, this is the low nung last week, and this is the high nung last week. So itong candlestick na to ay mayroong 5 araw. At kung mapapansin nyo, yung candlestick na yan has a very long bullish na body na green. So ibig sabihin, malakas yung buyer yan. Buyers are in control. So nag-open dito, bumaba yung price at tumaas. And then bumaba uli. Ibig sabihin nag-close dito. So from here to here, ang buyer, ayun yung naging strength ng buyer. From here, tumaas yung price. So, tumaas pa rito at nireject ng seller. Pero kung susukatin, buyers are in control. Kaya lang, ang huling naging galaw, yung pagbaba o the seller's rejection. So, this rejection most likely is part of the correction. Part of the correction, possible na hindi pa tapos yung pagbaba niya. And the problem is, hindi naman siya basta bumababa lang. May mga, lalo na ito, nasa weekly, may mga galaw yan na nagkakaroon ng downtrend pero correction from the downtrend direction. Okay, let us now go to daily time frame. Binura ko na yung mga sinulat ko. Daily. So we add additional support and resistance on a daily time frame, on a daily basis. So from here to here, ito yung low nung last week, ito yung high nung last week. But in 1 week, there are 5 days. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Previously, ang nilalagay nating support and resistance ay blue, which ibig sabihin nilagay natin siya on a weekly time frame. But today, we will add red for the daily time frame. So, unti-unti nating sinasanay yung community until we go lower time frame. Yun na nga yung sa scalping. So, paano gagawin natin? Since meron ng, although this is Monday, hindi ito yung pinakamababa ng last week ito. So, kaya dito ko nilagay yung line na blue, which signifies the law of the last week. At dito ko naman nilagay yung line na blue, long dotted line, which signifies na ito naman yung high nung last week. Pero kung titingnan natin is daily, hindi ko na nilagyan ito. Dito na ako ngayon sa Tuesday. So ito rin ang law ng Tuesday, kaya lang meron ng blue. Hindi ko na dinoble ng red. Kasi yung blue pa lang, ibig sabihin malakas na. And then nilagyan ko ng high dito. Yung Tuesday na to, ito naman high, which is long dotted line pero red. Ibig sabihin ito yung low ng Tuesday, ito naman yung high ng Tuesday. Then Wednesday, ito naman yung low ng Wednesday, ito naman yung low ng ito naman yung high ng Wednesday. Ito yung low ng Wednesday, ito yung high ng Wednesday. Kung papapansin nyo, yung low ay solid line at yung high ay lagi ko nilalagyan ng long dotted line. And then Thursday, ito yung low ng Thursday, solid line. At ito naman yung high ng Thursday, long dotted line. And then last Friday, this is the low ng Friday. At ito naman yung high ng Friday. Yun nga lang, hindi ko na nilagyan ng red kasi nga meron ng weekly long dotted line na blue. So kung ite-trace natin yung line, yung candlestick, itong candlestick na to nag-open dito, since green yan, nag-open yan, bumaba yung price, low, and then tumaas, high. Then, bago natapos yung isang araw na yun, on Tuesday, bumaba uli yung price dito. Nag-close dito. And on the following day, although na yung Tuesday is very visible na bullish, hindi siya tumaas kaagad. What the market did is bumaba muna. So, lumalabas yun yung pattern. Then, tumaas. Bago natapos yung araw, bumaba. But still, nasunod pa rin yung bias nung Tuesday na tumaas yung market at nung Wednesday, tumaas pa rin. Pero bago nag-close yung market, bumaba yung price. Although na bullish yung Tuesday and Wednesday, tataas dapat yung price. Although na tumaas naman, pero ano unang ginawa is bumaba muna. Nagkaroon ng correction. So kung papansin niyo, every start of the day since Tuesday, nagkakaroon ng correction bago mag-proceed dun sa bias na bullish. Until Thursday, ganun din. Nag-correct bago tumaas. But on Thursday, nag-correct din naman siya. Pero medyo hindi ganun kalalim yung correction. Unlike neto, malalim talaga yung correction neto. Halos bumalik na below the body. Ito hindi. Halos nasa 50% lang ng body. Tapos, dumiretso na. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, laging merong, instead na tataas na siya kaagad, sa susunod na araw, bago tumaas, on the Asian session, nagko-correct muna pababa. Sa bullish na to. Sa bullish na galaw na to. At bago dumiretso. Kaya lang ang kakaiba sa Friday na to, bago nagsara yung market, from this price, hindi niya inabot yung all-time high. Kung lilingon ka sa kaliwa, makikita mo na may mga rejection dito. So, ibig sabihin, ni-respect yung rejection na to on a daily time frame. At ibinaba uli. So, ibig sabihin, ang huling galaw last Friday is rejection ng seller. So, most likely, Friday, bababa naman talaga siya. Pero, siguro bago bumaba, tataas muna. Kasi sa isip ng karamihan, bababa yung price. Pero, masyadong given kung bababa ka agad. May posibilidad na ipipake niya muna ang Asian session bago siya bababa. Bakit? This is a daily time frame candlestick. Bakit pwedeng maging ganon yung isip ng mga retailer? Because when you go down lower time frame, for example, 1 hour, ang makikita mo ay bearish. Ito yung huling naging galaw. Although on the daily time frame, ang makikita ng mga tao ay bearish na body, pero kung susukatin mo yan, mula dito hanggang dito, sukatin mo yan, halos, although na parang 50%, pero ang huling galaw yung pababa. Yan. Pero kung titingnan mabuti, mas mahaba yung rejection ng seller. So, may konting bias ito ng pagka-bearish. At kung bababa ka sa lower time frame, for example, 1 hour, dun mo nga makikita na ang huling galaw na malaki, last Friday, di ba? Is itong bearish na to. At itong pagbagsak ng candlestick na to, ang ibig sabihin nito somehow is merong nag-sell na may malaking hawak. Sino yon? So, they are the institution. And every time na nagsesell sila, nagsesell sila ng ganyang kalaki yung galaw, laging merong unfilled orders na naiiwan. So, dito sa galaw na to na selling, so, may mga unfilled orders dito na naiiwan, which ang tawag natin doon ay fair value gap. Kaya malamang, balikan muna niya yan on Monday or Tuesday bago uli bumaba. Bakit naman bababa? Kasi noong tumaas, meron ding unfilled order nung habang pataas. Unfilled orders or yung tinatawag nating fair value gap. Iba-iba lang naman yung term pero yun yung context. Nung bumili sila, may naiwan ng order na hindi na i-close. And since they have money, they can somehow manipulate the price ng market. So, pwedeng ito ngayon, babalikan nila yan para ma-close nila at makabili sila sa murang presyo at maibili nila uli sa taas dito. But during the process, nag-sell si institution, galaw nila yan, at during nang bumabagsak yan, there's another fair value gap, pero this is a very fair value gap which was created during the time na biglang bumagsak. At karaniwan, binabalikan nila yan. And before the market close, mapansin nyo, meron ditong rejection. Ano ba yung rejection area na to? Diba dito nagkaroon ng consolidation bago nagkaroon ng pagtaas. At kung mapapansin nyo, ito ang Tuesday, tumaas ang Tuesday, nag-correct siya kaagad. Tumaas ang Wednesday, nag-correct siya kaagad. Tumaas ang Thursday, pero walang masyadong correction. This is just a consolidation bago nagkaroon ng another rally. So, it becomes a rally, base drop, a rally, base drop, a rally, base rally. So, ito ngayon, correction niya sa part na to. And how about this part? Asa ng correction? So, wala pa. Kaya lang, this kind of movement is karaniwan may naiiwan dito. kung paano tumaas yan, may tinatawag na fair value gap, at pag bumaba yan, may fair value gap din na karaniwang binabalikan. And there is a rejection from this vase, most likely babalikan niya yung fair value gap bago uli bababa. At magkakaroon ng series of high, lower high, lower high, low, lower low, until mabalikan niya yung mga fair value gap. And when the price visited again yung fair value gap na yan, we wait for another consolidation. Pwedeng triangle, pwedeng katulad nito, parang box lang. Yan. Yan, yung mga yan. So if that happens, kung magkaroon ng consolidation, kung saan lumabas, katulad nito, consolidation. Ito, consolidation. Lumabas dito, posibleng dito pupunta. At dyan nga pumunta. Ganon dito, consolidation. Lumabas dito, so posibleng doon pupunta. This is another consolidation. Lumabas dyan, so posibleng doon pupunta. Ganon naman yung characteristic ng consolidation. Kung ito, bumaba dito, pwedeng bumisita muna. Pero hindi, lumabas dito. Lagi niyong bibilangin yung, lalo na kung nasa 1 hour kayo, bibilangin nyo kasi usually yung mga ganyan nangyayari during London and New York. Ito alam ko, New York na to. Ito somehow papasok ang London. Itong pagbagsak na to, kung di ako nagkakamali, halos mga alas 10 o alas 11 na to. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 na nga. O, 12 na halos. Biglang ibinagsak. Kasi dito, usually, yung mga retailer, ang alam nila, tataas. Kaya they have their buy and stop losses below. Yung pagbagsak na yan, stop loss hunting. So, yung mga tao naman ngayon, naka-sell. May stop loss sa ibabaw. So, somehow, babalik niya para stop loss hunting na naman bago niya uli ipababa para i-close itong mga fair value gap na to. I'm not sure kung Monday or Tuesday babalikan ito and then bababa ka agad. So we don't know. Nobody knows. Kaya every movement, obserbahan natin kung nagkakaroon ng consolidation. Because consolidations, ito yung actions ng mga institusyon. At kung saan lumabas, so, malaki yung chance na doon pupunta yung price. So, with this video, try to reset yung mga support and resistance nyo and try to practice using your support and resistance na hanggang daily. Previously, ang ginagamit natin monthly, weekly, and then we have additional support and resistance dito ngayon sa daily. Then, unti-unti tayong bababa hanggang magkaroon kayo ng idea about scalping o yung tinatawag nating mga 5 minutes, 1 minute trading. Good luck, and this is now my trading plan for Monday. Either hihintayin kong i-close tong fair value gap na to or pwedeng itong consolidation na to, pwedeng magkaroon ito ng consolidation on Monday. Kung lumabas dito, hihintayin ko yung price to visit the fair value gap. And when the price already at the fair value gap, I'm going to wait for consolidation. At kung saan lumabas yung price dito sa fair value gap na to, ang bias ko talaga dyan is bullish. Bakit? This is the breakout. Most likely, this is just a healthy pullback para umakyat ulit. Okay. Good luck and thank you very much.